fellas,
and welcome to this week's edition of Fan TV with us two lunatics on the March videos.
Yeah, we're off on holidays, so we're relaxing up at the caravan.
And we are making tons and tons of mistakes. You'll not all see these as bloopers, but Neil actually made me go and get changed so you didn't get confused in last week's show and this week's show, so we'll look different. But hey, we're going to start off looking back at some of the parades that we have been to, and we're going to team them up with parades that are taking place now.
Yeah, confusing, I know. Last weekend, although the band parades are finished, there are still parades going on, so some of the clips we have taken this week are from bands that were on march at the weekend. We're going to start with Sons of Ulster from Claudy. They were on the march on Easter Monday, but they were also on the march last Saturday in Londonderry.
And it was with the Campsie Club.
Yeah, following that up with Bank Protestant Boys. Now the third band on the parade was the Ulster Grenadiers, but we've had them on the show twice in the last month, so I thought 3 times was maybe a wee bit much.
You like the Grenadiers, Navi?
I really do.
I'm surprised.
We're going to follow that up with some of the events that's happening in the next week or two.
There are loads, so please get out and watch them.
more parades coming up. Now these all have just single bands, maybe a couple of bands at them. Over in East Belfast on Saturday was the Cozy Song Association. They do a parade at this time of year and they're accompanied by Pride of the Raven Flute Band.
There are a few parades happening up in Coleraine and Freeman Memorial have been taking part in those, so we have a clip of Freeman coming up. I'm just thinking now, see next year we will do a running tally of who makes the most bloopers, because boy, your street's ahead of me.
Definitely. Some more events within the next month or two. more clips to finish this week. Now, Ballyclare Protestant Boys are having their cultural day on Saturday, but beforehand they're taking a wee walk around the town. Last Saturday.
And we also have, last weekend, Dykehead. They were having their annual parade
Sun's about it.
in Scotland. And hopefully the sun shone for them. Well, it doesn't rain. And we have a clip of them coming up.
So that'll do us for this week, and we hope you enjoyed our...
Well, what could you call it? Mismatch?
disaster.
Do not expect us to be coming back with a suntan, because somehow with this weather, I don't think Portrush is going to be sunny.
I have the shorts on anyway.
Neil, love, you haven't got out of the shorts yet. Until we see you when we are back on the march again, please do take care of yourselves, and don't forget to keep following us two agents, following all those talented boys out there. Bye-bye.
Bye. So coming up is It was the Apprentice Boys parent, Campsie Parent Club going to the Memorial Hall, and this is rubbish. Parent Club, and this is the making of the Apprentice Boys as they go to the Memorial Hall.
And who's your clip of?
You didn't ask me that. And Pride of Raven will be hosting, Pride of Raven will be
Leading them.
yeah. Bands at them. Over in East Belfast, the Cozy Association, they're hosting their annual cultural day this weekend. Last weekend.